you can see actually here a pendant, a gold pendant, coming from these two ladies that notice he has already mentioned within the chamber tomb, the built chamber tomb. And even the details of the filigrane and even the bones of the lady are still on top of the jewelry. Of course it has to be cleaned and properly restored before we manage to have it, I hope, in the new museum.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because we are trying hard the last 5 years to get a big building, about 1,700 square meters, where restoration and study will take place. And of course, if there is a possibility to create a small museum, so that everybody who is visiting Eleftheria will have the opportunity to see the material civilization not in situ, but in a museum like this. Well, some of the clay vessels are even better, because golden things are golden things, and creativeness is a very important thing when you understand that this is nothing else but mud, water and fire, and you can see the spirit of the clay master who has prepared and has used this jar, which is actually as if you have the hair of a girl coming on her shoulders and back. And this is not only the way and the niveau of their material civilization, but also the refinement, refinement of those people during the 9th and the 8th century BC, which goes back again to what Homer explains in his Iliad and Odyssey. So I promise when we finish I will send you a nice picture of that, so you will have a complete idea of what was found, although I think that study will take at least 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
Bones and clay vases and jewelry and metallic material, which is more than enough inside there. I mean, we have even found, which is now ready in the Museum of Heraklion, I mean restored, a balance.
Oh.
Yes, a balance of bronze, of a bronze disc with the chains and the measurements.
That's for...
And I don't know, I actually noticed if it is a balance which was used by these two ladies, either princesses or priestesses, and what is most important to my point of view, if it is not only a balance used during their lives, but also a balance of a soul used back in a tomb. So we have to find out when we finish this extraordinary excavation of last year and this year, which is actually on development. I mean, we need a lot of time to see what is going on, because we are eager to make interpretations, but we have to be very careful, because this period of time where a few inscriptions really exist, of course in what we call full Greek alphabet, it's a society which is very sophisticated, and we know all these examples, and the material brought in, I mean imported, either directly or indirectly at Eleutheroνα, which is a huge book in our knowledge, especially for the early Iron Age in Crete and in the Eastern Mediterranean.
We kind of waited maybe for the right moment to say that we may have a potter identified among the bones.
Yes.
That we started this year. The woman, right-handed, that was using her right side excessively, that has the typical marks of a potter, has been doing that for a very long time.
You mean outside the chamber tomb?
Yes.
Yes.
Outside.
Yeah.
And the suggestion, although we need to, of course, look at the data very carefully, we may have somebody that was working to make pottery, I don't know of what finesse and quality and quantity, but certainly she has the potter's marks on the body, permanently talking about her fantastic abilities. So you have the clay, as you wonderfully explained, the vessel, the ideas, the finesse, and possibly even the human being that has done it.
So, I think that you will enjoy it more when you come back and see some of what you have seen during the digging to be ready, waiting for the spectators and people that really enjoy to understand human beings through their acts in the past, of looking at ourselves actually.
Yes, transcends time.
Exactly. Exactly.